They provide over 25% of the agricultural domestic products of the Nigerian economy through hatchery for the purpose of new chicks, to layers breeding, which is for egg production, and broiler breeding, which provides chicken meat. Poultry farmers in Nigeria do have their jobs cut out for them. This week on the show, it's all about this community of people who work to ensure that we all have animal protein in form of eggs and chicken on our menu. Thank you for joining us on the show. I'm your me or Taiwe. Take a look at this cage. It's one of the earliest forms of housing systems for hens, particularly in the rural areas where chickens live free range, peck at whatever seems like food, and then come home to roost. Over the years, raising chickens have taken different forms in Nigeria. Some people, out of their passion or the need to improve their socio-economic status with little or no training, engage in backyard poultry farming.
The poultry farming is born out of passion. Started 3 years ago. That day I was going out and I saw a bike man hawking a 4 weeks old cockerel. So I decided to buy into it. So I bought 20 pieces. I brought them home. The way the man directed me to nurse them, I continued. So I discovered that at the end of 6 months, I lost only 2 out of 20. So I now asked my husband, because it was during fasting, that please, could you help me sell this chicken in your office? He said, no problem. So he took the chicken down to his office. Getting to the office, in fact, the chicken was not enough to sell. So he now called me and asked me that if he should try to invest in this thing, will I be able to do it? I said no problem. So that has been the journey so far. Presently, I have 500 layers that are laying. And those ones you are seeing, till the day old, they are layers. With poultry business, you don't have any spare time. Even to go out is a problem. You miss a lot of things, but at least at the end of it, you have something. You have something to rest on.
While the likes of Mrs. Komalafe are doing their bits to contribute to the production of animal protein at a small-scale level, others have taken it several notches higher. Thank you. At a mechanized, large-scale poultry farm, I get a welcome from the officials. Dipping my feet and footwear in a water disinfectant solution, the farm manager tells me that the safety of everyone that comes into the farm and the poultry farm itself is very important, and so we need to follow biosecurity protocols. We start off from the milling section, where chicken feed is produced.
This is where we produce our finished feed that we give to the birds. And then here we have the different raw materials used for feed production. Here you have soya bean meal, maize is at the warehouse there, and you have some other materials here.
Then to the nursery section. At this poultry farm, it's all about the layer chicken species.
So the chicks here, they were brought in here from day old, right? And then we'll brood them here. They are going to be here from day 1 to about 9, 10 or 11 weeks before we transfer them to the laying section. Maximum up to 16 weeks. That's what we call them point of lay. This is the feed wagon. It's discharging the feed. So as it's moving down, it's discharging the feed gradually. So this is part of the drinking system. From the overhead tank, the water comes in here, and from here, this is where we have a stopper to prevent water from spilling. Okay, so if the water is not working, if the stopper is not working, the water will spill over. So from here, it goes into the nipple pipes, where the birds can have access to the nipples.
Inside one of the pen houses where the chickens that are grown enough to lay eggs are kept, the chief poultry farmer here, a veterinary doctor by training, Dr. Musa Alassa, looks back on his journey in the poultry industry.